Okay, here's a scenario I see play out constantly. Someone calls a criminal defense firm. The case sounds solid, decent fees, good jurisdiction. The intake person is completely friendly. The call ends with a promise. The attorney will call you right back. The attorney's busy. The callback happens the next morning. By then, the potential client has already signed with someone else. Here's the part that stings. The firm didn't lose that client because of their marketing. They didn't lose them because of their reputation, their fees, or their website. They lost them because nobody followed up fast enough. And that's happening inside most defense firms hundreds of times a week, quietly, invisibly, with no paper trail. So in the last video, we talked about intake, the 4 places where leads fall through the cracks on that first call. This video is about what happens next. Because even when intake goes well, leads still slip away if there's no follow-up system in place. And for most firms, there isn't one. I'm going to show you exactly why follow-up breaks down and what a system that actually works looks like. Okay, let's dig into it. When someone calls a criminal defense firm, they're almost never ready to say yes immediately. They're scared. They're in crisis mode. They might be calling 3 or 4 firms in the same afternoon, gathering information, trying to figure out who to trust. The firm that calls back with the right message at the right time is usually the one that gets the consult booked. But most legal firms operate on a single attempt model. Someone calls, leaves a message, doesn't hear back for hours. Or they get one call back, and if they don't answer, that lead just sits on a spreadsheet, a sticky note, and nobody touches it again. Just not a follow-up strategy, and it's leaving money on the table. The firms that consistently sign more cases aren't always spending more on ads. They're the ones who've built a follow-up system that works automatically, so no leads fall through the cracks, whether it's Tuesday at 2 p.m. or Saturday at midnight. Let's talk about the 4 mistakes. Mistake number 1 is speed. This is the biggest one. Defense leads are urgent. Someone just got arrested. Someone just found out they're being investigated. Someone is staring at a court date and they're terrified. When a lead like that reaches out and doesn't hear back within minutes, their anxiety doesn't wait. They keep searching. They call the next firm. And if that firm picks up or calls back, you've already lost them, even if you were the better option. So what this means, if a lead submits a form at 7 p.m. and nobody follows up until the next morning, you are almost certainly not getting that consult. Even a fast automated text, something as simple as, "Hi, we got your message," and someone will be reaching out within an hour. That changes the outcome. It tells them, "We see you and we're on it." Speed is the first fix. Okay, mistake number 2 is only trying once. Most firms make 1 follow-up attempt, maybe 2. If the person doesn't answer, they just move on. And I understand why. Attorneys are busy. Staff is stretched. There are real clients who need attention right now. But here's the reality. Most people don't answer numbers they don't recognize. And that doesn't mean they're not interested. It means they need more touch points before they're comfortable responding. Research consistently shows that most conversions happen between the 3rd and the 8th contact attempt, but the majority of law firm staff stop after 1 or 2. A proper follow-up sequence should include at least 5 to 7 contacts over the first 5 to 7 days. After that, you move them to a longer-term nurture. But in that first week, consistent contact dramatically increases your chance of booking the consult. Okay, mistake number 3, only calling. If the phone is your only follow-up channel, you're missing most of your leads. Because most people, especially younger clients, don't answer calls from unknown numbers. They respond to texts. A strong follow-up sequence uses multiple channels: a text, then a call, then an email, then another text. Not all at once, spaced out over hours and days. Text messages, in particular, are powerful here. They feel personal. They're read almost immediately. And a well-written text that acknowledges what someone is going through without being pushy can get a response when 3 calls already didn't. Your CRM should be handling this automatically. Build the sequence once and let the system do the work. Mistake number 4 is generic messaging. Think about the person receiving your follow-up. They're dealing with a criminal charge, they're stressed, and they're obviously scared. And you know, they've probably already felt like a case number at the police station or the courthouse. If your follow-up text says something like, "Hi, this is a reminder that you inquired about our legal services," that's not going to land. That's corporate, transactional language at the worst possible moment. Compare that to, "Hi, Jim, this is Sarah at Legal Offices. I know you reached out about a difficult situation. We're here whenever you're ready to talk. No pressure, just here to help." Same follow-up, completely different tone. The second one sounds like a person. Your follow-up messages should acknowledge the weight of what someone is actually going through. Warm, direct, low pressure. They shouldn't sound automated, even if they are. Here's what a basic follow-up system looks like. You can go build this in Go High Level in an afternoon. Step 1, the moment a lead comes in, form, missed call, voicemail, live chat, an automated text automatically goes out. Brief and human. "Hey, we got your message. We'll be reaching out shortly." That alone stops the clock on their anxiety. Step 2, a call attempt within 5 minutes. If the answer, great, get them into intake. If not, leave a short, personal message. Not scripted sounding. Just, "Hey Jim, this is Ken at Trusted Legal Offices. Wanted to reach out and give us a call back whenever you're ready," or just reply to our text. Step 3, a follow-up text 2 hours later if no response. Then another call the next morning. Then an email that afternoon. Then a text on day 3. The sequence runs for 5 to 7 days before going to cool-off period. Step 4, anyone who doesn't convert in the first 7 days goes into a long-term nurture sequence. Monthly emails, occasional texts, staying top of mind without being annoying, so that when they're ready or the next time they're in trouble, your firm is the one they remember. The whole system runs automatically. Your staff gets notified when someone responds. Nobody falls through the cracks. Most defense firms have no idea how many cases they're losing to poor follow-up. It doesn't show up in your numbers anywhere. There's no loss due to slow response report. Those leads just go quiet and nobody thinks about them again. But if you built even a basic follow-up system, fast first response, multiple touch points, multiple channel and messaging that sounds human, you would sign more cases from the leads you're already generating without spending another dollar on marketing. Hey, if you want to see where your follow-up is breaking down, that's one of the first audits we run together. The link to book a call is in the description. And if this was useful, subscribe. I put out straight talk content specifically for defense firms every week. No fluffy garbage, no empty promises, no gimmicks that fall short, just proven strategies to help you grow your legal practice. Hey, go make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.